Ever wondered why some SMM2 levels gain more popularity than others? Could it be the design, the difficulty, or perhaps the creator's reputation? It's a puzzle, isn't it? One that we're all trying to solve. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, but understanding the mechanics behind popular levels could be your first step towards creating a level that stands out from the crowd. So, are you ready to dive into this fascinating world? Well, today, we are going to unravel the secret behind popular levels in SMM2. The first step in gaining popularity is crafting an engaging level design. Level design, folks, is the heart and soul of any game, and Super Mario Maker 2 is no different. It's the canvas where your creativity shines and where players will spend most of their time. So, it's crucial to get it right. Now let's talk about some key aspects of level design. First off, difficulty balance. You don't want your levels to be a walk in the park, but they shouldn't feel like an impossible task either. A well-balanced level offers a fair challenge, keeps players engaged, and encourages them to come back for more. It's a delicate dance between frustration and satisfaction, and finding that sweet spot can make all the difference. Next up, creativity. This is your chance to think outside the box. Experiment with different themes, game mechanics, and level layouts. Surprise your players, make them smile, make them wonder. But remember, creativity should never come at the expense of playability. A level full of unexpected twists and turns can be exciting, but if it's too confusing or random, it can also be off-putting. Speaking of game mechanics, it's important to use them wisely. Each game mechanic in Super Mario Maker 2 serves a purpose, and understanding that purpose can help you create more engaging levels. For instance, using power-ups strategically can add an extra layer of depth to your levels, while placing enemies thoughtfully can create interesting challenges. Now, let's address some common mistakes to avoid. Overloading your levels with enemies or power-ups, for example, can make them feel chaotic and unbalanced. Similarly, making your levels too long or too complex can be overwhelming for players. It's best to keep things simple and focused. And finally, never underestimate the importance of testing. Test your levels thoroughly before publishing them. This can help you identify any potential issues and ensure that your levels are fun and playable. Remember, a well-designed level is the foundation of popularity. It's the first impression players get of your work, and it's what keeps them coming back for more. So take your time, be thoughtful, and above all, have fun with it. That's the true art of level design. But a great level design isn't enough. You need a community. You see, the beauty of Super Mario Maker 2 isn't just in the thrill of creating your own levels. It's in the shared enjoyment of playing levels created by others and having others play yours. It's in the shared excitement, the shared challenges, the shared triumphs. And this magic, my friends, is born out of community. Communities are where your levels come to life. They are where your creations are tested, enjoyed, and sometimes even improved upon. They are the lands where your levels grow from mere creations to popular challenges. When you share your levels with the community, you're not just seeking players. You're seeking engagement, feedback, and a sense of shared enjoyment. You're seeking the thrill of seeing your levels played, enjoyed, and mastered by others. And there's no better way to achieve this than by building a community. Building a community, however, isn't just about sharing your levels. It's about engaging with your players. It's about listening to their feedback, appreciating their triumphs, and learning from their challenges. It's about fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared passion for the game. Social media platforms are excellent tools for building communities. Use them to share your levels, engage with your players, and promote your creations. Share teasers of your upcoming levels, celebrate player achievements, and engage in discussions about the game. The more you engage with your community, the more your community engages with your levels. Remember, communities aren't built in a day. They require time, effort, and genuine engagement. They require a shared passion for the game, a sense of camaraderie, and a willingness to engage in meaningful interactions. So, share your levels, engage with your players, and build a community. Because a community doesn't just play your levels, it brings them to life. It doesn't just test your creations, it celebrates them. And it doesn't just provide feedback, it helps you grow as a level designer. Don't underestimate the power of a strong community. Now, you've got your design and your community, but don't forget about feedback. Feedback is the lifeblood of improvement. It's a mirror that reflects your design from a different perspective, a perspective that you, as the creator, may not always see. It's crucial to remember that each player who drops a comment or sends a message is offering you a unique insight into your work. They are the ones navigating your levels after all, and their experiences can be invaluable for your development process. The significance of feedback, however, isn't solely in receiving it. The real magic happens when you take this feedback to heart and use it as a tool for refining and improving your levels. It's not just about hearing what players have to say, but about acting on it. If multiple players struggle at the same spot, perhaps it's not as intuitive as you thought. If they find a particular section tedious, maybe it's time to inject a little more excitement there. Now let's talk about criticism. It's easy to become defensive or discouraged when facing criticism, but remember, criticism isn't your enemy. It's a friend in disguise, a friend who's not afraid to point out where you're going wrong. So instead of shying away from criticism, welcome it, embrace it, learn from it. Let's be honest. Not all feedback will be constructive. You might encounter comments that are blunt, harsh, or even rude. It's important to sift through these and find the nuggets of truth that can help you improve. Don't let negativity deter you. Instead, turn it into a positive force, a catalyst for change and improvement. Feedback is a continuous loop. You create, players play, they provide feedback, you refine, and the cycle begins anew. It's a dynamic dance between you and your players, a relationship that, when nurtured, can lead to truly amazing results. So, keep an open mind, pay attention, and stay receptive. Your level can only improve if you listen to what players have to say. Lastly, but definitely not least, is the importance of consistency and regular updates. Consistency, my friends, is the secret sauce that keeps your audience coming back for more. Think about your favorite TV show. It's the consistency of new episodes, the anticipation of what's next, that keeps you hooked. The same principle applies to your SMM2 levels. Regularly updating your levels is like serving up fresh episodes of a beloved show. You're giving your community something to look forward to. Each update, each tweak, each new feature is a reason for players to revisit your level and re-engage with it. And with every revisit, your level's popularity increases. But what do we mean by updates? Well, it could be as simple as fixing a bug or as grand as adding a whole new section to your level. Maybe you noticed a particular jump is too difficult for many players, so you adjust it. Or perhaps you've had a brainwave for a cool new puzzle. Updates keep your level dynamic, evolving, and most importantly, interesting. Now let's talk about consistency. Consistency goes beyond just regular updates. It's about creating a recognizable style, a signature, if you will, that players can associate with you. It's about building a brand for yourself. When players see a level that has your unique touch, they'll know it's yours, and they'll be eager to play it. One way to maintain consistency is by creating a series of levels or sticking to a theme. Think of it like a book series. Each book, or in this case level, is a new chapter in an ongoing story. You're not just creating individual levels, you're crafting an entire world for your players to explore. So keep those updates coming and stay true to your style. Remember, the more familiar players become with your work, the more likely they are to keep coming back. And the more they come back, the more your popularity grows. Consistency is key to maintaining popularity. Let's recap on what we've learned today. We kicked off our journey with the art of level design. Remember, it's not just about creating a challenge, but about crafting an experience. Make your levels engaging, innovative, and fun. Don't shy away from experimenting with different elements and themes. Your creativity is your best tool here. We then moved on to the importance of building a community. Your levels aren't just for you, they're for everyone who enjoys SMM2. Engage with your players, share your levels, and encourage them to share theirs. Create a space where everyone can learn, grow, and have fun together. Next, we discussed the significance of feedback. It's not always easy to hear criticism, but it's essential for improvement. Listen to what your players are saying. Understand their experiences, learn from their insights, and use their feedback to make your levels better. Lastly, we touched on consistency and regular updates. Keep your players coming back for more by regularly updating your levels and introducing new challenges. Consistency is key to maintaining their interest and securing your position in the SMM2 community. So we've covered engaging level design, building a thriving community, the importance of feedback, and the need for consistency and regular updates. These aren't just tips, they're a roadmap to making your levels more popular in SMM2. So there you have it. Apply these tips and watch your SMM2 levels skyrocket in popularity.